Hey, Millie Mamas. We are yet back again to cross things off of our grocery list. Okay, I really didn't think that we would be crossing things off our list like this, but realizing how simple it is and how normally you have these ingredients in your house, give or take, go ahead and cross spaghetti sauce off your list. You'll thank me later, okay? I had a bunch of tomatoes in the house because I always have a bunch of tomatoes in the house because when I get them, when I go to the grocery store, I just buy a big bushel of them because I know I'll use them, okay? Whether it's salad, now spaghetti sauce, or like an Indian dish or something like that, they will get used, okay? So I had a couple Roma tomatoes and they weren't beefsteak tomatoes. I forgot what they're called. But they're the smaller round ones, not the beefsteak tomatoes, okay? Cut those up. I washed them off, of course, halved them. And then my little one, Journey, she was helping me for a second. We added about a third of a cup, maybe just a quarter of a cup of olive oil. You need to use olive oil. Don't use anything besides olive oil if you want that authentic taste. And just stop using canola oil and vegetable oil. It's disgusting. But add the olive oil to the pan. You're going to put the tomatoes face down in the pan. I used 3 cloves of garlic. And I cut 2 slivers of a red onion and added them to the pan. Okay, you're going to cover them up. Make sure you cover them because you don't want them to, you're not frying tomatoes, okay? You need them to glisten. You want the skin to fall off. If you do want to take the skin off, you don't have to take the skin off. Some people like the skin on. I have kids. So anything that has a slimy texture or anything like that, or that they have to chew extra, we just can't risk it, okay? We need them to eat the damn food, okay? Also had some basil, which I don't normally have fresh basil in the house. It's usually dried basil, but I was lucky enough to have fresh basil in the house today. So I tossed that in there with it also, okay? Make sure you press the basil down and cut the garlic open a little bit because you kind of want to infuse the oil as it's cooking, okay? Once, let it cook for about 10 minutes, maybe 10-15 minutes, depending on how hot your stove is. And then if you want to, you can pull the skin off of them. Some of these I was struggling with because the bigger tomatoes were just not having it, okay? I think they needed a little bit longer, but I was kind of rushing because it was late already, okay? But pull the skin off them if you want to pull the skin off. You don't have to. It's completely up to you. And then you're going to take all of this out, okay? And then you're going to put it in your blender. I used my immersion blender. If you are lucky enough to have an immersion blender, use that. If you don't have an immersion blender, go get one. They're not expensive, and they have many, many uses, okay? I love mine. And that's a lot easier than having to clean your entire blender, okay? So take all of this and you're going to put it in the cup. My cup, I just use this for the blending of the immersion, okay? Like I said, you can use a blender if you want to, but put all of that in a blender. You're going to blend it up real smooth. Or if you don't like it smooth, leave it chunky. You do what you want to do. I like mine more smooth just because of my kids. Do I like chunks in mine? Yes, I do. But because we have kids, I have to make it a little smoother, okay? Otherwise, like I said, texture throw off. They not having it. They really not having it, okay? While you blend this, take the pan off of the stove. Don't make the mistake of leaving the pan on the stove and then having everything burn and then trying to put it back in there or having to waste time and clean the pan again, okay? Don't waste your time. Blend this up, okay? Right there, okay? It looks weird. Trust me. It looks weird. It doesn't have that authentic, red sauce or whatever, but that's because I used a red onion. I like red onions because they have more beneficial factors in my household than yellow or white onions. Okay, I like to use them when the kids get sick, when they have fevers or coughs or anything like that. Okay, so like I said, added it back to the pot. I used a little bit of hot water to get the remnants that were still in the cup from the immersion blender, and then all I did was add some oregano and some Italian seasoning, y'all. Like, that was it, and some pepper. Like, that was legit it. It was some of the best freaking spaghetti sauce I've ever had in my life. I will legitimately never buy spaghetti sauce again. Like, I'm about to get into canning now. What? Somebody send me the directions. Send me the link, okay? Let me create my own link. Because it was fucking delicious. Stop buying spaghetti sauce, okay? You'll thank me later. You will thank me later. I added some more tomatoes to mine because I wanted some more texture in mine. Okay, I can maneuver around and give the kids the smooth parts of it while I take the chunky parts out of mine. But again, stop buying spaghetti sauce, y'all. It was fucking delicious, okay? Millie Mamas, y'all got this. We love you.